And it looks like we are live. Why don't let me click on this? Okay, it looks like we are all good. Now, before we begin, I would just like to say that, hang on, let me pull this up, that I'm going to be plugging in my own stuff. And so use this my website, moonwingcollective.wordpress.com. And the title says we're gonna be reacting, talking about my own music, just because I want to try and do like a lyrical breakdown or something. So we'll be doing that as soon as here we go. Alright, there we go. The first one I'm going to be doing is Final Night. That's why I have the lyric video, because, YouTube and the copyright system and everything. I don't want to copyright my own video. But, before we begin, I do have a little announcement. Well, first off, I'm going to probably be doing this as one big video and then breaking it up into small videos as well. But I have with me my new, there we go, cover arts. Now I decided, as you guys, I don't know if it's on like Twitter or whatever I posted, I've decided to drop the subtitles. Instead of saying Chris Keeper's Origin, it is now just referred to as Chris Keeper's Book 1, Season 1, because I post them all online chapter by chapter. So basically that. Like a web novel. And as you can see, there we go. I don't know, it's hard to tell what the camera is. I've decided to color code the book, so all book 1 is green, book 2 is orange, then this one's book 3, etc., etc., etc. And I cannot remember what else I was gonna say. So, let's just get into it, shall we? Now, this is what I like to call my lyrical masterpiece. Phantom Shadows song, The Final Night. Well, it's called Final Night, featuring Delta Wolf 1. I really enjoy making the AMV, so if you guys want, you guys can go watch the video version of this, which is on my channel. Now, Delta Wolf did write most of her own lyrics, but we worked together to really do it, because you really have to watch A Knife Flies No Delight or some stuff like that to really understand the brilliance behind these lyrics. We may not creep or crawl, but I'm gonna listen through the whole song first and then break it down lyric by lyric, pretty much. Presence is enough to put the fight in the night. We all know the light. We move like shadows in the night. I'll be singing along to this. It's my favorite song I've done.
You can run but you can't hide. This is ours and ours to keep. I can bet this will be upset. Don't fill up with regret. Feel the silhouettes. Going flat. Just forget.
You change. Blood James in their veins. And foolish mortals remain. The dog must be insane. Doobie-doobie-doo, we will catch you. With that final warning, we will undo you. Boo-hoo-hoo. We
may not creep or crawl, but our presence is enough to put the fight in the night. We all know the light. We move like shadows in the night. You think you are
so slick. You think you are so noble. Well, it is quite simple. Real life without a hide. Be on your guard. For this may be your final night. Your resting place. This is being full of supernatural fun. Who is willing and able to survive the full night?
the folks
Is gone. The rest will go. Unless you leave the island. Whoa.
The second went by, the west will die. The third took a trip, take the ship. The fourth took a deep sleep, counting sheep. Fourth there will nine and then there will five. We all about to make it zero. We don't want no heal. We want the bomb, so be gone from outside. By the end of the night.
The haunted, don't the ghost gang up on you. A ghastly shell will turn you blue. While in chains, blood drains from the veins. Only the foolish mortals remain. The dog must be insane. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, we'll catch you. With this final warning, we'll undo you. Now that that is done, some stuff, yeah. Now, we will go look by look, shall we?
We may not creep or crawl.
Now, we may not creep or crawl, but our presence is enough to put the fight in the night. Creeps, which is honestly, hang on, I gotta pull up the episode wiki for this, but I kid you not that I was gifted with these names. A night, fight is not a light. Now, I kid you not, I mean, what are the odds I get gifted with such masterful names? Creeps and crawls. Well, I mean, why is the guy say his name was literally cut both, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. I don't know why it just has Mr. Claus on it. And it's enough to put fight in the night. We all know the light. To put the fight in the night. We all know the light. A night of fight is not a light. And the shadows in the night. The lily of phantom shadows. I mean, for like the first half of the episode, they're literally just shadows. All you see is this shadow right here.
You can run, but you can't hide.
You can run, but you can't hide. They're literally trapped on an island. That's what Delta Wolf came up with. I believe she came with all the lyrics for the full verse, and then she just kind of used the ones I used.
This is ours and ours to keep.
If this is our bonds, our treasure, our inheritance, get out of our mansion. Since the mansion is supposed to be haunted and they have to spend the night in the mansion.
I could bet this will be upset.
I mean, the phantom shadows. I can bet this will be an upset. Basically means, yeah, we got this one in the bag. We're gonna scare away all the people here.
Don't
Fill up with regret. Don't regret giving up. I mean, just move on with your life. Forget about the inheritance. The inheritance belongs to the phantom shadows. Fill silhouette. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Fill the phantom shadows. But just forget, like the first part, just forget about the money, about the bonds, the inheritance, the night in the mansion. Just leave. In chains, they literally have chains, and that's the first thing you actually see them is the first noise you hear is the chains. Just from their veins. It's so scary that they're gonna drain all the blood from the veins by going all pale. Foolish mortals remain. Only the fools will remain in this mansion for the night. Mainly Mr. Incorporated. Yeah, I was also partly inspired by like those, I wouldn't really say BuzzFeed, but those little like lyrical breakdown videos that music artists did. And since the whole point of the note code for me basically is that if I'm doing a song about, let's say, the Phantom Shadows, it's gonna be about the Phantom Shadows. You know, a lot of people are saying, well, I saw someone on Twitter saying that if your listener has to watch the show or movie to understand the song, then it's not a good song. I'm like, then why would you even write a song inspired by this character? Like, I saw someone who, he said that, yeah, I wrote this song 10 years ago, but, as an original song, but I felt that this character fit most of the song, so I just slapped the character's name on it and said it was this character, a song about this character. I'm like, but it wasn't. Just call it an original song. There's something wrong with that. The dog must be insane. Scooby-Doo must be really insane for being in this mansion. Scooby-Doo, we will catch you. The Phantom Shadows will catch Scooby-Doo. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. The final warning, we will undo you. After, I believe it was Cousin Simple. After he left, they left a warning that said, the first is gone, the west will go unless you leave the island in war, war, war. After that warning, well, they will undo Scooby-Doo. Boo, hoo. You know, basically crying, boo, and the ghost.
We may not creep
We
or crawl, but our presence is enough to put
the fight in the night. We don't know the light. We move like shadows in the night. Yeah, I just sort of repeated that because I made a really long beat. So we just repeated that. Okay, now, this is probably what I can still be the greatest wordplay I have ever done. The amount of luck I was gifted with these names is exemplary. Think you are so sick? Well, it's quite simple. We will all die. Go. Now, watch this. First up, the characters. Basically, what happens is that they were all sent into a mansion, Beauregard Mansion, which is honestly funny because, you know, instead of Beauregard, it's be on your guard. Beauregard. I mean, it sounds very similar. And then we have Cousin Slicker. You think you are so slick? Cousin Noble. It has an all, but it basically sounds like noble. You think you are so noble? Well, it is quite simple. And then Sweet Cousin Formaldehyde. Real life formaldehyde. Honestly, I had to look up what formaldehyde was. I know it's deadly mainly because I watch a lot of cop shows, and that seems to be what kills people with poison mainly. For this may be your final night, because this may be, you know, you guys stay a night in the mansion. Everyone else is basically having those save files deleted. Yes, shout to Gub Tootie Reviews. He says deleting your save files, which is a lot more fun than saying unalived. Because, you know, you can't exactly say the M word on YouTube now, for some reason. My Steam plays. Because in the cave, they have a bunch of coffins that were made for the 5 Inheritance. They even had one shaped like Scooby-Doo. And they had dummies in them, so basically hinted at that the Phantom Showers were deleting those save files.
It's a mansion full of
Supernatural fight. It's a mansion supernatural fight. You know, it's a haunted mansion, and it was. I was just watching Supernatural when I came up with that, which is funny because Supernatural does have its own official Scooby-Doo crossover, which I will be covering on the Scooby Count in about 3 to 4 years when I actually get to that project, because I'm trying to, for the Scooby Count, I'm trying to do them in the year they were released. So, trying to get the projects correctly in the order. And that was for like 2018, and I'm only on like the 1970s right now, so, and at least one Scooby-Doo project was released each year, I believe. That includes all the TV shows, because there is a lot of Scooby-Doo TV shows.
Who is willing and able?
Who is willing and able to survive the 5 fearful night? This is also a reference to Zack Starr himself, just because I find it really funny how one of the big things on his channel is, are you willing and able? Which I actually did this a little similar to this in my Kidnappers song, which is inspired by his characters. Who is willing and able to survive the fearful night? You know, which one of these 5 is going to survive?
To survive the fearful night. The
First is gone, the rest will go, unless you leave the island and whoa. Now that's literally, word for word on what's on the mill after Cousin Simple disappears, and then the rest of it I just kind of made up.
The second went by, the rest will die.
You know, the second person just went by, and then the rest will die. Can you say die on YouTube? I have absolutely no idea. I don't really understand the whole YouTube censorship guidelines. I mean, I put all my videos not for under 18 just because I believe that, I don't know, it's weird how YouTube does it.
The third took a trip.
Take the ship. The third took a trip to the afterlife, I guess, because, you know, hence that they were deleting those save files, and so take the ship to get off the island. I mean, that's how they got to the island. They didn't jump out of a plane and parachute.
The fourth took a deep sleep, counting sheep.
Is it just my headphones, or can you guys actually hear when I unpause the video? So I know, like, for the first 2 seconds, I only heard deep sleep. I didn't hear the fourth took a deep sleep, counting sheep. And well, this is really, you know, just take deep sleep by counting sheep. And I just really wanted to say counting sheep, because they were all going to bed. Fulfill 9 and then the Wolf 5. It's pretty self-explanatory. They start out with 9 people, and then throughout the episode, only 5 remained. Which is fun, because this was actually, I want to say this was one of the first lyrics I wrote for this song. Because at the time, I was just writing down lyrics, and then I had them all jumbled up, and then me and Dr. Wolf 1, we just sat there and we just tried to brainstorm on which way would flow the best. Oh yeah, because I believe this was actually supposed to be after. Well, this was supposed to be before the first is gone, the rest will go unless you leave the island, whoa. This was actually, I believe, supposed to be before that, but then I felt that this flowed better after it.
We are about to make
it do. You know, Phantom Showers about to get rid of the last 5.
We don't want no heel.
You know, they don't want any heroes to win the fun.
We want the
Bond still be gone from our side by the end of the night. The whole point was that they wanted the inheritance, which is really just a bunch of Confederate bonds money that was completely ineffective because, well, the Civil War was over, and Beauregard was a big collector of Civil War memorabilia.
The halls are haunted, don't let the ghost gang upon you. A ghastly skeleton you blue.
Now this, I just decided to throw in were a reference to possibly and arguably the most popular ghost type evolution line. Ghastly, Gengar, and Haunter. The hearts are haunted. Don't let the ghost gang up on you. Which works because there are two of them and the hearts are haunted. A ghastly shell will turn you blue. I mean, that's what they say, you know. A ghastly shell. And then turn you blue.
Rattling chains, blood drains from the veins.
Only foolish moves remain. Don't let them be insane. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, we will catch you. The final warning, we will undo you. And that was Final Night. Lyrical Breakdown. That's what I'm gonna call this series. I have like 60 songs, I believe. And of course, honestly, I haven't really liked my songs prior to 2024. Like, I think, because on my Spotify, I think it was after the GOAT, which I like the GOAT, just that I really butchered the flow with that. Because instead of coming up with more lyrics to fill the gaps, because I don't know why, but I feel weird when you have like a long time between the lyrics. So I just kept cutting and splitting it to a point where I didn't really go for it. And then we'll do the Puniverse. Yes, I am making songs on all the Puniverse. That's my reacting my own music. I'm making songs on all the Puniverse except for probably the sequels, because I already did Blood and Honey. I'm not gonna do a song on the second Blood and Honey. Who knows? I might do that. I'm not saying I am. I'm just saying I might do one on every single movie. Because what's funny is that Neverland Nightmare was not exactly what I was thinking. But we will be listening to it first and then doing the local breakdown just because. What's funny is I actually had a really good video for this, but it got blocked. So I decided to just do the lyric video. And I didn't want to go back and edit it down because, well, I already liked it.
It's a Neverland nightmare where lost boys scream. The pan and belly weaves in a cell schemes. Escapes and illusions, the night never ends. And Peter Pan's tower, where reality bends. Step into the circus tent under freakish lights. A ringmaster's win with a blade behind. Witness Peter's tricks with shadows in tow. A lost boy screams in a relentless show. Trapped in a fantasy where horrors unfold. Underneath the moonless sky, the shadows grow. Peter haunts your thoughts, a terrifying show. His hands around your neck, you feel the grip tighten. Whispers in the darkness with no hint of light. One, you can't escape. The sky is black, no stars tonight. Peter feeds lost boys' lies. He takes you where the daylight dies. Neverland, Neverland, don't close your eyes. Where the lost boys vanish, swallowed by lies. Peter smiles, but it's stitched with fear. In the Nightmare Kingdom, no one heals. Neverland's not a dream, it's a trap, it's a snail. He flies in the dark, but he doesn't play fair. Hope's not the villain, it's the boy with the grin. In Neverland's nightmare, no one wins. Take flight to escape the night. Second star to the white. Oh, this is bound to be a frightful night. Hold on tight.
I actually kind of like the little raindrop sound effects I put in the beginning. Oh, clock sound effects. Yeah, that's right. It was meant to be like a TikTok clock, but it sounds like raindrops.
It's a Neverland nightmare, lost boys scream.
Okay, now there's gonna be some spoilers for this movie. So, well, the movie did come out like February or January. Yeah, it took me forever to find this. Because in the movies that technically, I believe what I understand is that Peter Pan was read this story as a kid, I guess, and so he thought he basically became Peter Pan. He got hooked up on drugs from the abuse of his mom. He needed a place to escape, so he thought Neverland. And well, he kind of deletes kids' save files and transfers them. Well, he thinks he's transferring them to Neverland, but in reality, he's just deleting the save files. He's not transferring them.
The Pan and Fairy weave sinister scheme.
I kid you not. These two, like Pan, literally set up a tripwire to trip Mike on the bicycle, and then basically lured him in with balloons. Oh, what's that? I believe that was Timmy. One of them, both of them got lured in with balloons. Because I kid you not, I watched this movie and then wrote this entire song after I watched the movie. I watched this movie like a month ago, I think.
It's an illusion, the night never ends.
And for Michael, for some strange reason, I don't know if it really was stated, I can't remember, but I don't know why he took him to like his base of operations. I guess he was gonna try turning him to a lost boy, like going to one of his like. Cause so far he has James Hook, which, well, not really James Hook, but he's basically the version of Captain Hook, trapped in the base in the daycare center, whatever it is, for like 15 years. And Tinkerbell is actually his first victim, whose name like Timmy, I think. So the escape's an illusion, the night never ends. It's like, you know, can't escape. You can drive if you want, but there's no other one. They're out in the middle of nowhere. And I also just put the movie poster and then just put a moving sound effect. Peter Pan still when reality bends. Yeah, for some strange reason he can talk to his, or like he thinks he's talking to a shadow or something, and he imagines himself flying, I think. I don't know. It was like he was hopped up on drugs. Like, have you seen the Joker movie, the first one with Joaquin Phoenix, where he has like this girlfriend stuff, but turns out that she's not actually there, but you think she is. That's kind of what he does with this shadow and flying. You think it's there, but you're not 100% sure. Which is funny because I believe I was doing some research on the Pooniverse because, I kid you not, let me pull up all the movies that they have. I think it's called A Twisted Childhood. Yeah, here we go. I call it Pooniverse just because, well, that's what it was. It's also referred to as the Pooniverse since that's what it was originally called. But as you can see, I'm gonna try doing a Reckoning song after I see the movie. Yeah, 2025. But if you go here, Pinocchio Unstrung, Monsters Assemble, which is gonna be like the Avengers type thing. Then you got Blood Hunt 3, Awakening Sleeping Beauty, Snow White Return, Alice the Mad, Tigger's Return, and then here we have Peter Pan's Nightmare. Yeah, so it's depends on the box set performance, but come on, I mean, it's probably gonna happen. Which I know some people hate these movies, like they're decent movies. Sure, Blood and Honey was just a generic slasher, but it really stepped up its game with Blood and Honey 2 and Neverland Nightmare. Like, these are thoroughly enjoyable as long as you don't include, like, take apart from the whole reimagining and look at them as their own movie. That's what I'm kind of doing. Sure, like, there's no point doing a reimagining if you're gonna just, that's also part of it. As I believe I explained my Mulan on my Ultimate Movie Tier list, which I kind of stopped doing because I realized that each movie, unlike Scooby-Doo villains, each movies can be judged differently. You can't compare a romance movie to an action movie. So with Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare, I mean, it was decent with this incorporation of Neverland. But yeah, but as you can see here, he had complete. Wait, what? The filmmaker say he had completed the script already? What, did he write all these scripts like... Well, I guess it has been like 2 or 3 years, but dang. Then again, I highly overestimate how long it takes to write a movie script. Because you can write a script, well, it depends on how good it is, like Mousetrap. Oh my god, apparently they wrote the script in one draft and just ran with it. That movie was, take apart from the whole Steamboat Willie adaptation, that movie was so bad. But yeah, but he is saying that Neverland is a real location within the continuity of the franchise. While the first film depicting Neverland is something Peter Pan explores while he's under the... Yeah, so he basically, like, imagines that drugs. Alright, so this movie did fairly alright for a low budget whole imagining. Yeah, it looks like it made its budget back a lot. $17 million franchise. Wow. Wow, wow, that made a lot of money. And that movie just came out like 2 weeks ago, which sucks because I checked my theater. I did not see this movie. I don't know why my theater doesn't show these movies. But yeah, so with Neverland Nightmare, right now, from this movie, it's like you're under the influence of, I believe they call it pixie dust in this movie, which is just some weird name for like heroin or something. Step into the focus line, under focus lights. In the opening intro, he was apparently a circus performer or a ringmaster of some kind. He was like the star of the show, I guess. The ringmaster win with the blade behind. It's like, what's the word for it? Well, when you pit up a front, basically, like he's all smiling, he's all happy, when he has a sinister agenda. It results in him kidnapping a kid, which turns out to be James, Captain Hook, basically. Miss Peter's tricks with shadows in tow. He's probably really good with balloons, too. And I guess it's shadows, basically. Like, I don't know why, but I think because for one of the Occasional Legends seasons, I will be doing Peter Pan, and I think I might have Peter Pan be like his own like thing. Like he could, it's basically an extension of Peter Pan, and his shadow can basically do whatever he wants, basically. You know, like a scout or something. Yeah, because with my Caucasian Legends semi-anthology, so each season's gonna be a different thing. And so, but yeah, I believe it's like, I actually have quite a lot of seasons planned for Occasional Legends. Which is funny because another reason I dropped the subtitles is because I was trying to plan ahead and I was just basically throwing in random words basically. So, with not subtitling them, it would be a lot easier to just name the chapters.
A lost
Boy screams in a relentless show. You know, Peter Pan puts on a show, and, well, Lost Boys aren't having it. Because Peter Pan's it's like one of those people that he kidnaps you, and then he tries to play nice. But, you know, you really don't want to play with this guy. I mean, just look at his face. So I believe that is what his James' mom caused him 15 years ago. Trying was on board. Like I was saying, you know, Neverland currently is not a real place, from what I understand. Underneath the sky, the shadows flow. It was a very dark, and I do not remember seeing any stars or the moon. Nothing but shadows. Still thoughts terrifying show. Yeah, if you see this guy, your thoughts are definitely gonna be haunted. And he's about to put on a very terrifying show for you.
His hands around your neck, you feel the grip tighten.
Yeah, he literally deleted a bus full of children's save files by doing that. I don't know why he does, he doesn't, knife, stabby them. He just likes to wash the eyes tone white for some reason. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put my hands around their necks and send them off to Neverland. I don't know why he does that. It is, well, I wouldn't say it's true. I mean, this guy's a fucking psychopath.
Whispers in the darkness,
The light. One. You can't escape. I don't know why, but I really like that. How I did that. I'm not afraid to man. I really like using the BandLab Auto-Tune. It's really fun to mess with. But whispers in the dark, no hint of light. He whispers to you, and you will never see the light again. You'll be stuck in that room until the day you die. He also put a kid in a coffin for some reason. I would just say plot armor, but then again, I have a strange problem with the need to over-explain that stuff. So, I'm working on this one, so it's that I'm trying not really to have to over-explain something. Dude, I remember I was on this one scene on, I don't know, well, I won't say what it was, but Crystal Keeper Book 3, Season 3, whatever you want to call it. I was doing a team name or something. I was really trying to over-explain how it all stuff. You just have to read it. It's like chapter 36 or something. So, 1-1, you can't escape. You can try to run away, but you'll never make it. He has a van. I don't know why I was going to say chocolate bus. But no, he has a van.
The sky is black. No
Stars tonight. Sky is black. You're not going to be seeing any stars tonight. These Lost Boys lies. He takes you when daylight dies. He basically tells you you're going to Neverland, so he takes you to his little daycare elementary school, whatever you want to call it. You'll never see the daylight again. Neverland, Neverland, don't close your eyes. Yeah, if you close your eyes, you're definitely going to Neverland. You don't want to go to this Neverland. My boy's vanished by lies. He literally make you vanish by telling lies. Like with the little Timmy, or was it Tommy? He lured him in with balloons. Smiles, but stick with fear. Tell you, if this guy smiles at you, what are we gonna do? Like, walk me through that, because if this guy smiles at me, I'm gonna be in the other side of the country in 5 minutes flat. Don't ask me how I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna do that.
In the night mode
Kingdom, no one here. In his night mode kingdom of the daykill center, which is what I'm calling it, no one's gonna hear you scream. If a lost boy screams and no one's around, do they really scream? Neverland's not a dream, it's a trap, it's a snail. I was saying like Neverland's not a dream, and then I was just thinking of that guy from the octopus head from Star Wars, who was like, it's a trap, it's a trap.
he flies
He's in the dark, but he doesn't play fair. You know, he claims to fly in the dark, and well, he doesn't really play fair with his tomfoolery and trickery. Hook's not the villain, it's the boy with the win. Captain Hook's not the villain, this story is this guy. That reminds me, this reminds me a lot of what Once Upon a Time what they did with Little Peter Pan, which is funny because apparently, according to some sources, Peter Pan was actually supposed to be the villain of the J.M. Barrie's Peter Pan, but he created Captain Hook and made him the villain, which I kind of like both. Neverland's Nightmare, no one wins. Come on, I mean, I just had to throw in the title of the movie, which was funny because I wasn't called this Neverland Nightmare, but I decided to change it to Starless Night, and because I didn't want to have this called Neverland Nightmare and then Neverland Nightmare.
take flight to
Okay, now for the last part, hang on, we'll play the night. Second star to the white. Oh, this is bound to be a frightful night. I'd actually those lyrics before I ever actually watched the movie, but hey, it works. Here we go.
the night. Second
Star to the white. You know, saying, take flight to escape the night, second star to the white. Oh, but wait. There was no stars in the sky. You're not gonna escape tonight. Oh, this is bound to be a frightful night.
Oh, this is bound to be a
frightful night. You better hold on tight.
Hold on tight.
But yeah, that was Starless Night. You know, let's see if I can find it. Who knows? While we're here, we might as well do the whole Poonaverse thingy. Where's my playlist at? Maybe that's the looks too. Keep on going, keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. Keep it going. You're almost there. I think I will. Nope, it's just right behind here. Hang on, I just want to see how long. Dang, we've only been streaming 45 minutes. I'm not sure how long I'll be streaming, but I didn't even like this song because I usually just upload and do. we have Blood and Honey, the first one in the installment of the Pooniverse, and it's called Ooey Gooey, just because I thought that was a really funny name to call a song, and because, you know, Ooey Gooey is technically what honey is. You know, it's goo. It's gooey, and then, well, ooey just sounds funny.
Shadow. Lose yourself in abandonment. We had some fun when we were young, but that time is gone. You left home on your own. You disregarded us. They stoned to moms, and moms stoned to you. You spread your wings and left us onward. We were dead on the inside, bleeding from the pain you caused us. Ooey gooey, ooey gooey, blood and honey, flesh and bones. In the 100-acre world, there were thoughts that are deadly poisonous, scary monsters that bury bodies. They carry the might of 100 men. Blood and honey, flesh and bones. Be-bye full farm. They smelled the blood of some college chicks. What was supposed to be a fairy tale turned into a nightmare. Everywhere they looked, everywhere they went, the beasts were always watching them, stalking them, ready to pounce. And how it's so funny, makes the organs go down, makes the organs go down. The 100-acre woods are the hunting ground. Ooey gooey, ooey gooey, blood and honey, flesh and bones. Stay and play, keep them company, it's all they want.
And that was Ooey Gooey. Now this is when I was just throwing. I made this in Windows Show, and I was just throwing all sorts of like things like this skate.
Shadow.
Actually, which song had this? There was a song that had Shadow's Gonna Cook. Which one was? I said that I'm gonna start bringing back my producer tag, which, if I can remember what song it was, which song had my producer tag in it? It wasn't one of these, because these are the new ones. Oh, wait, it was this one.
Shadow.
Nope, that was not it. Yo, which one of these had my producer tag? The whichever one was... Oh, no, wait. It was this one.
Shadow Ravencroft's gonna cook.
I've decided that I'm bringing back Shadow Ravencroft's Gonna Cook as my producer tag. Now, let's get down to breaking this down. Abandonment. If you guys haven't seen Blood and Honey, the first one, in the original one, Christopher Robin had met these mutants, and they played together a lot during childhood. But eventually, I was about to say Christopher Columbus. Christopher Robin went off to college and left them. He basically abandoned them. We had some fun when we were young. Like I said, they had some fun when they were young. But time is gone. You left home on your own. You just got at us. Don't you yield. He never came back for them. He basically just forgot they existed. Spread your wings and left us on red. You were dead on the inside, bleeding from the pain you caused us. You know, they basically died on the inside, though, bleeding from the pain that he caused them. He basically made them go feral.
Ooey gooey, ooey gooey, blood and honey,
flesh and bones. You know, Blood had the name of the movie. And Flesh and Bones, well, I just really wanted to say that. I just want to throw it in, you know. Ooey gooey, blood and honey, flesh and bones.
In the
100-acre wolf, they'll thoughts that are deadly poisonous. You know. You don't want to go in that 100-acre wolf. If you get that thought basically poisons your mind. Because you're going to end up dead by Winnie the Pooh, Piglet, and... Well, Tigger and Owl in the sequel, but same thing. They live in the 100-acre wolves.
Scary monsters
Lose
that
that
belly
belly
bodies.
bodies. They kill people, and they sometimes bury the body.
They carry
They
the
leave the
might
might
of
of
100
100
men.
men. They're very strong. Blood and honey, flesh and bones. I don't know why this looks like a very satanic music thing. Fee, fi, fo, fum. I mean, I just had to throw in a reference to Jack and the Beanstalk just because I thought it was funny. Fum.
They smell the
blood of some college chicks. So basically, like blood, they can smell. Well, the whole point that the main characters are like these college chicks, and well, they smell the blood of some college chicks.
Well, what's
It was supposed to be a fairy tale turned into a nightmare. It was supposed to be a quick weekend getaway, and dealt with all of them dead. Everywhere they look, everywhere they went, the beast was always watching them, stalking them, ready to pounce. Like I said, they were stalking them, they were ready to pounce and kill them. Money makes the organs go down. I don't know why, but I threw in a bunch of references like that. If you didn't know, it's a reference to the Mary Poppins, which is funny because Mary Poppins was one of these things, right? Because from what I understand is that Mary Poppins is technically in the public domain because she appeared in Mary Poppins in the Masked Man, but I don't believe the one we all know with like the magic bag and everything is real. So, you know, the famous song, you know, an ounce of sugar helps the medicine go down, helps the medicine go down.
The organs
Makes
go
the
down.
Little
The 100-acre
wolves
wolves
are hunting grounds. They hunt the 100-acre wolves. I don't know, but I just really liked how that mansion looks. I just found this, that was just one of the filter or effects thingies. I just realized, does that look AI generated? I cannot tell.
ooey
Gooey. Ooey gooey. Blood and honey. Flesh and bones. Yo, does this? I don't know why. I didn't even think about this, but this looks AI generated now that I look at it closely. I don't know, it just looks so cool and spooky. Gameplay. You got to stay and play with these guys, Crystal.
Keep
Give them company.
It's
That's all they want. Like I said, all you gotta do is keep them happy, keep them company, play with them. That's all they want. They won't kill anybody. But because you left them and abandoned them, they went on a killing spree. And that was Blood and Honey. Well, song Ooey Gooey. I saved it by saying Ooey Gooey at the end of it. 22. I don't know why, but back then I was gonna make a separate music channel, and instead of private the videos like a small portion, I decided to delete them for some stupid reason. I don't know why I did that. So then I just re-uploaded them. Which sucks too, because the guy who made the music for the Blood and Honey movie commented. I took a picture of it though, but yeah, I didn't realize you could private videos. I don't know why I didn't think that. But that is probably gonna do it for tonight. I streamed for about an hour. Did like 3 lyrical breakdowns. I might do more. It's just that with the way I want to do it now is from every day I want to upload at least one chapter from one of my various series. So each one has a designated day. So from now on, every Saturday, while the series is airing, Occasional Legends will be 1 p.m. Well, the chapter will be uploaded at 1 p.m. on Saturday and whatnot. Null and Void, Friday at 1 p.m. Crystal Keepers at Tuesday at 1 p.m. So I have plans for another series, like Hoyt Academy is Thursday at 1 p.m. I have another series slated for 2 p.m. And I might want to start airing those out while Hoyt Academy is currently releasing chapters. Because Hoyt Academy Season 2 is technically done, since I finished that one like before I started. I finished Hoyt Academy Season 2 the chapters before I started Crystal Keepers Book 1 back in like 2023. I finished it way before then. But I got subconscious, didn't think it was good. I reread it, I enjoyed it. So I might start, I'm like 3 chapters into this new series I'm working on, which I really love. It's a Tokusatsu series, which if you don't know what that is, look it up. And then for the gameplay, with the way I want to do this with Island League Baseball, I want that to premiere at the first Sunday of every year. But I'm not always going to be able to get that to line up, and I want to release at least one gameplay video, so on and so forth, every day. It's Sunday through Friday, because Saturday is reserved for the Scooby account. Over on Patreon, it's free to view those videos. It's free to join Patreon. I'm just basically using it because of YouTube's copyright system. I can't upload those how I want to do them. So head on Patreon. It's free to join, and the videos are free to watch. You don't have to be a member, I believe. So I might also slate those in. So I believe Pokemon Adventures is going to be every Sunday at 1 p.m. while the series is currently going on. So I might start uploading more series, but currently I need to start recording more. I haven't recorded in like a month because I've been so busy writing. And then, yeah, I need to record that. I need to start recording because I want to bring back Scooby-Doo. I already have the opening for that. And Scooby-Doo, I was on like the Mystery Mayhem saga. I want to bring that back, so. Yo, Zazzo, you know I was just about to end stream, right? Zazzo finally joined. I reacted to 3 songs. Did lyrical breakdowns. I'm texting on it because I got the YouTube app opened up on my phone. Yeah, so I really gotta stop making more songs. I'm not sure when I'm gonna stream. I just kind of opened it up and then just started streaming. Technically, I just hit the 1 hour mark, so. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I don't know what other songs. I know someone on Twitter wanted me to do the Pretty Kitty song, so next stream I might do dude, I literally hit the playlist button. I don't know what is wrong. I hit show all playlists and it literally stopped playing the song. Yeah, but who knows? I might do my Scooby-Doo songs, because I don't know why, but Scooby-Doo's are probably my best songs. Okay, here's the thing with oh yeah, so Zadzilla wants to do a K-pop Demon Hunter song. Here's the thing. I watched K-pop Demon Hunter. I mean, I wouldn't really watch it again. I'm sorry, but I did not really care for that song, mainly because of the I didn't really care for Huntrix. I like the Soulja Boy songs. I don't remember any of the Huntrix songs. Yo, so Sazil, I know you said that you were doing are you still doing Sazilla, or did you drop that for the Sunboku because for the stream? I know Sazilla said he wasn't gonna do the 365. I might react to the rest of his songs. Like, he stopped at like May because, well, he was getting really overwhelmed by trying to do a song every day. But I might finish reacting them. I don't remember what song I was on last. Honestly, Sazilla, what is the difference between Sunboku and Sazilla? Like, why do you have to have 2 different project names? Dude, video. Yeah, I stopped at 150. Oh, is that the difference? I don't know. For me, I don't have a genre. I just make beats I like. Sazilla is WAP. Is that what the difference was? Let me pull up Sazilla. Were all your songs WAP? See, thing is, I don't really get like what's like the whole WAP thing is. Yeah, that song you did was 2 months ago. You did Digimon? I forgot you did a Digimon song. What song was that on last? Ooh. Yeah, I got a Minecraft movie. Yo, Sazilla, when are you gonna be back on like Discord? Like, we got a show to watch. Level 1. I thought I was on level 2. Dude, I know I was. I thought I was on Crash. No. Oh yeah, oh wow. I stopped at 2 heavy apparently. Is that what? Oh yeah, I stopped right here. So yeah, see, this says it's not like Emu WAP. Oh yeah, school is finally starting, so I guess that's good. Yeah, cause I cannot believe it somewhat already pretty much ended. Yo, you know you still say that it's gonna be every single day, right? You should probably change that. Yes, it says Zilla. Hit me up on Discord so we can finally finish our show that we were trying to watch after like 4 months. Yeah, but this is pretty much going to do it. I might start announcing when I'm going to be streaming. Literally, I didn't tell anyone. I just hopped on and hit start streaming. But see, I kind of dropped the green screen because I like this background. But this is what I was going to do, because I was going to try doing this, but you can't really see my face, so I decided to just do this instead. Which, I actually want to start doing the face cam for my gameplays. But, so I might start doing that, because I won't get back into recording, but, yeah. Bye.